Hey Juventini, I'm Alberto. Welcome back to the channel. Today, Pogba and Chiesa, the latest on them as they look to make the squad list for the Derby della Mola. Then injury status reports on Milik and Miretti, and a name that's been given as a target for Juventus. Should Vlahovic be sold? Let's get into it. All right, everybody. Hope you're having a great weekend, and it's Sunday. I've got your news report surrounding Juventus, and I will remind everybody, if you enjoy the content, please like the video and, of course, subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get to it. Pogba is training regularly now, all right? They just keep tabs to see if there is any pain that occurs, but should he be clear today and even tomorrow, he will be in that squad list. Right now, all signs point to him being in the squad list. Chiesa trained with the group and then moved to individual training, but he is good to go and will be in that squad list for the Derby della Mola. That's a report coming out today. He will be in that squad list. Milik is training at Continassa, but individually he still has about a couple of weeks to go before he can get back in the lineup. Fabio Miretti, he has trained partially with the group as of today. He could potentially be back on the squad list for that March 5th game against Roma. All right, so that's the latest on injury updates and statuses. Now we get to a report that came out today about the basically option if Vlahovic were to be sold. Who is a name that Juventus would look at? And apparently Max Allegri has chosen Rasmus Hojlund of Atalanta. All right, so that is the name apparently that Juventus, and it's being rumored today again by a low source, that Juventus is already beginning discussions to see what the possibility and what the interest level is for Hojlund to join Juventus. Again, this is an option should Juventus sell Vlahovic in the offseason, because as we covered yesterday's video, it is up in the air with so much uncertainty around Juventus. They could find themselves in a scenario where they need the money and have to sell him. I think all Juventini are hoping that that is not the case and that we can keep Vlahovic and that we just become stronger as a team and we can get this guy thriving. However, I think a future without Vlahovic, again, is definitely a possibility, so we have to be prepared. Now, March 5th, we talked about it, Roma. We need to wrap up this month strong going into the Derby della Mola, and then March we will have about 5 matches, 3 of them being Serie A and then 2 Europa League matches against Freiburg. April is an absolute nightmare, so it's imperative that we can get these players back, have rotation, come up with a strong string of victories heading into an April. And if you haven't checked the schedule, check April, because it is a nightmare, all right? But things are looking positive and on the up. Pogba and Chiesa, I would expect both to be in that squad list for the Derby della Mola. We should get the job done against them, and then we can move into March. First up, Roma. All right, that's your news update to today. Everybody, you know the drill. Like the video, but let me know in the comment section what you think about all the news you heard today, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Do not forget, Tuesday morning we are live at 8:30 a.m. Eastern time getting ready for the Derby. Fino alla fine, forza Juve. Ciao tutti.